Thank you for watching. If you like my content, I would love for you to support my Patreon page. Starting as low as $3 per month, you can contribute to my media. Contributions allow me to upgrade equipment and more time to dedicate to bring you up-to-date videos and merchandise. Click the link below in the description to get started today. And again, thank you so much for supporting me all these years.
I am that dude so pittin' what's crackin'. General on deck, so salute me, Captain. Never mind the hottest on the radio, suckin' case the numbers on the beat. I'm a bad mother. I rock the mics when I step on stage. Still that nigga, leave the crowd in the daze. They look at me, I can tell they amazed. The ones that cannot do me are the ones that hate. I move the crowd like someone sprayed mace. Put me on blast, I'm heading straight to your face like what? I thought so. You don't know I spit that hard geometry, that's why I'm beast mode.
Nicole Young, wife of Dr. Dre, after 24 years of marriage, has filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Okay, definitely sad to hear. That's something that's kind of, I wish motherfuckers wasn't getting divorced like that, but that's just what happens in relationships sometimes. Sometimes they grow apart. Sometimes women get tired of it, especially in the music industry. That's just kind of what it is. Hell, Jimmy Iovine, he's like on his, second or third marriage. Sometimes women just can't handle what men go through, and even vice versa. Even there's cases where there are women in the entertainment industry that have husbands who are normal, and they kind of, they can't handle it, which is fine, they're not going to give up their career for you, sorry, they love their music and their movies and shit too much. My problem is, I found this out on B. Scott's Facebook page. Big shout out to B. Scott. And my problem isn't the divorce itself, it's the comments that are coming out. Literally, the first comment I saw was 24 years of abuse. Yikes, hope she gets all the money she deserves. If not, she could take my money when she releases the tell-all book. My thing was like, she didn't say it was abuse at all. She's an attorney. Nicole Young is an attorney. She's a high-profile attorney. So my thing would be, if she was abused or hurt in any way, I'm almost certain she would have watched that nigga Dre. That's just how I feel. I don't think it's a situation that would have been anything but that. So she seems like the type of woman that doesn't take any of that shit, and she seems very smart. I mean, let's flip the narrative, since, there's women out there flipping the narrative and automatically assuming that Dr. Dre beat the shit out of her for 24 years. Which, by the way, they have 2 grown children, so I'm pretty sure by now somebody would have said something. So, yeah, I don't think that is the case. I think this is just a situation where they just really felt like it was time to go. The kids are grown, hey, that's just what it is. But let's flip the narrative. Let's go ahead and flip. What if? Because let's look at the facts. Nicole Young was married to an NBA player before she was married to Dr. Dre. How do we not know that this is just her motive? I'm not trying to be disrespectful to her. I'm just talking to the ladies right now, because the ladies in this day and age, in this cancel culture laced world that we live in, women love to flip the narrative. Every time there's something going on in a relationship, y'all like to say motherfuckers was being abused. Y'all want to say people was being this, that, and the other. Dr. Dre, yes, he hit Michel A. Dr. Dre, he choked out D. Barnes. Okay, haven't you ever noticed that with D. Barnes especially, that she tells that story once every 10 years? Yeah, once every 10 years, D. Barnes comes out of whatever hole she's in and reminds the world that Dr. Dre choked her out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Dr. Dre was also a raging alcoholic back then. He's like this Dr. Dre now isn't even the Dr. Dre back then. I'm going to tell you how crazy it is. She's so anti-Dr. Dre, but yet she was in the Defiant ones. She has a credit in the Defiant ones. If you go to her Instagram page, she actually has a shot of it thanking Dr. Dre for the opportunity. That's the type of shit I be talking about. My thing is like, if this nigga wouldn't have put hands on you, where would you be at right now? You know what I'm saying? So he choked you out. And then I remember on the Wendy Williams show, Wendy was trying to imply that Dr. Dre did more than hit her and shit. I thought that was the funniest shit on earth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, D Barnes had the fucking cameras on her attention all this time. I'm pretty sure by now she would have said that Dr. Dre sexually assaulted her. I think, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like that's what women want nowadays. I think y'all want men to go out like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just me. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But I think that's foul that we live in this world where motherfuckers can't even have a divorce in peace without y'all wilding out and saying that, oh, there was abuse afoot. Oh, he beat her ass. Oh, this is what happened. We don't know what happened. She literally could have woke up one day and said, I don't want to do this no more. It's over. And he could have been like, all right, because this is Dr. Dre. He's 50 years old, 50 plus years old. He's in shape. He got 800, well, he had 800 million now. Once the divorce is final, I'm pretty sure that's going to be about reduced to half because California laws are fucked up. But let's just be honest. Does it always have to be an abuse? And let's talk Michel A for a second. Michel A, she fucking, there's conflicting stories on her shit. First off, I always wanted to talk about, I need to do a separate video on this. Michel A was upset because Straight Outta Compton didn't include her. Okay, granted, you put out an album and you sung some hooks on some of the old NWA shit, but why do you need to be spoke of on this movie? Why do you feel like you need to be spoke of? My whole thing is this. If there was any women that should have been spoke up on the NWA biopic, you know what I'm saying? See what I did there? It should have been JJ Fad. JJ Fad was the first actual group on Ruthless Records. Supersonic, their single, produced the money for NWA to drop their albums and do what they were. So, if anything, they should have been mentioned. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just being honest. That's just how I feel. I feel like, you know, she felt like, so she made Survivor Compton, and every other scene was Dr. Dre just beating the shit out of her. Hey, Dre, you want some chicken? Bitch, pow. Hey, Dre, I made the bed. Bitch, pow. And then she went to Suge. That wasn't a better solution. Hey, Suge, I love you. Bitch, pow. So it's like literally, and then there's people who are saying that Michel A was full of shit on that shit. People saying that Michel A was exaggerating the truth. There's witnesses saying that Michel A was on some bullshit. And what did Michel A do when she made that movie? She dropped an album. Wow. That shit is crazy as hell. Dropped the album that flopped, because I don't know anybody that got that shit, and did a couple shows, and you ain't heard from her since. That's just, man, y'all gotta understand, there's a method to this madness. I know women, y'all want to stick together, and y'all want things to be all kumbaya, sisterhood, and girl, we got vaginas and we bleed. Let's bleed at the same time. Let's sync our periods, and let's just be this and all that. But listen, there are some women are smarter than men. Therefore, women can be way more conniving than men. I know y'all don't want to admit it, but that's just what it is. And these shits go out. I'm not saying that every woman's lying about sexual assault, physical or mental abuse, or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all, because there's still a good 80 to 90% that aren't telling the truth. The problem is there's the ones that's lying, that's clouding the judgment of the ones that's telling the truth. So y'all gotta check these females. My thing is this: when you see some shit like that, you need to treat that like your brother, man. Be like, hey, let me hold up. Let's let the facts come out before we assume that Nicole was beat the fuck up for 24 years. Let's let the facts come out, before we assume that, something going on. Remember, there's a rumor going around that Dr. Dre is gay. What if Dr. Dre he's just gay, and they're using this time to have the divorce, pay her, and then he come out the closet? I'm not saying he is gay. I'm just using this as an example. Then y'all gonna feel stupid because now the LGBTQ community is gonna be on y'all ass for dogging him out. He wanted his truth. Why y'all disrespecting him like that? see, I'm telling you, there's a method to this madness. There's a method to this motherfucking madness. I know for a fact that not all men are abusers at all. But yet women like to paint that narrative that all men do that, and it's basically at one time. Like I remember Baby Boy, when Baby Boy came out in the theater, there was that scene where old girl Taraji P. Henson was hitting on Tyrese. She was slapping him and shit, and then finally he slapped her one time, and the whole theater lost it. They were like, I can't believe he hit her. She hit that nigga good 10, 15 times, and then when he slapped her once, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. He shouldn't have did that. There's this narrative where women feel like that it's okay for them to do it, but for us not to do it. Where I stand at, nobody should be doing it. Nobody should be able to make you that mad to where you want to put hands on them. You should walk the fuck away. But a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people feel like they gotta say something. A lot of people are abusers and they need to be put on blast. But don't paint the false narrative or the unknown narrative that something happened like that. For all we know, that could have just been, hey man, we had a good run. And people do that. A lot of couples are doing that. A lot of couples are like, hey man, I love you. You're my best friend, but I don't want to be married no more. And okay, well, I need spousal support. Okay, we'll work something out. Okay? I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last time we hear about this. Knowing them, because the only reason why B. Scott knows, judging from the article, B. Scott doesn't know much about the situation. Because it's just like a paragraph. So no one really knows the 100% truth of what's going on. All they know is that she's divorcing. But I'm sitting here looking at the B. Scott page, and I'm looking at all these women attacking me, saying that I'm wrong, and I'm all women, he did something to them, he's blah, 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 blah. It's ridiculous, I'm telling you. But anyway, I don't know what to think on this, but, well, I'm praying for Dr. Dre and Nicole and their family. I hope they can come to some terms, and I hope they can remain friends, and I hope this is a situation. And Dr. Dre, bro, don't get married no more. Don't do it no more. Well, don't get married again, because I think he's only been married once. Don't get married, bro. Just be Dr. Dre, single as fuck, lifting weights, making good music. Now you can make music 24 hours a day. You ain't got to worry about nobody fucking with you and none of that shit. You can literally be Dr. Dre and just chill, you know. So, but anyway, that's all I want. That's all I want to talk about. Y'all be cool, be safe out there, and just hit me up. Holla. Thank you for watching. If you like my content, I would love for you to support my Patreon page. Starting as low as $3 per month, you can contribute to my media. Contributions allow me to upgrade equipment and more time to dedicate to bring you up-to-date videos and merchandise. Click the link below in the description to get started today. And again, thank you so much for supporting me all these years.